There's something to be said about the feel of the open road, but what if there was no road? This woman's amazing journey took her along the spine of the Rockies from border to border, all on horseback. Please welcome this morning Tracey Elliot-Reep. I got it right, right?
Yes, you did.
You're a photographer, an adventurer,
yes,
a daredevil,
well,
horse lover. What would you describe
all
yourself?
that combination.
Right.
So I travel by faith in God and using the talents He's given me as a photographer, as a photojournalist, and it's the best way to travel on horseback because you meet the people, you meet the interesting situations, and the way of the West, which is since I was like 7 or 8. Back in southwest England, I dreamt of being cowboy Indian.
Yeah,
I
love that story. You told me that you used to play cowboys and Indians back then. What possessed you? Because was that living your childhood?
Well, you know what? I just believe that God puts things in you way back before you were even born. And so playing cowboys and Indians, you know, with my play gun with a white holster with a diamond in it and the capsules. And then the next day I'll be riding bareback as an Indian with a bow and arrow, you know, with a sticker on the end. And so that was just in me. And then I had ridden through New Zealand, the length of New Zealand, and did a book on that, and then from the top of Scotland to Land's End and around Ireland, and I did some fundraising for riding for the disabled, and I did another book on that, and it was just like assignments to ride across these countries and meet these amazing people in the west of America and have these adventures. We did have like scary moments too, but that's when, you know, I'm believing in the scripture. When God speaks to me, I listen for the way to go, and I just stand on His word to me, and we got through safely. But it's an amazing adventure, especially America, because it is quite the Wild West.
I imagine it is for you. Now, you had your 2 companions with you. Who were your horses?
Pistol and Smokey, which were great Western names, hey?
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't have asked for anyone better. You started in Texas, in the Big Bend there on the Rio Grande.
Yes, I started in the Rio Grande, and I thought, great, I'll jump from the Mexican border into the Rio Grande. But then I realized there was a sign saying $5,000 fine and a year imprisonment. And I thought, too, well, that would delay the ride a bit.
Just a little.
Yes.
And then you traveled north all the way to the Canadian border?
Yes, and then up through Texas, and then did a bit of a detour to Monument because it's so spectacular with the red soil there. And then back into Colorado in the Rocky Mountains on the Continental Track and the Colorado Trail. And that was great because it was grass, you know, and I picked my camp spot. I would just buy the grass for the horses and a good view for me. And it was just amazing. You know, and also there were things like I had to keep an eye out for snakes, and in the south people warned me a lot about the drug smugglers, and then there was the bears and the lions, and you know, so you see bear tracks and you think, ooh.
There's so much more. You should make an audio book, but you have your book in print right now. This is a copy. It's called Across America. Where can folks find this book if they're interested?
Really on my website at the moment.
That's right, at the bottom of your screen, TraceyElliotReep.com. We'll have it on our website, ColoradoConnection.com, a little bit later on today. Tracey, thanks for coming in and sharing, even 3 minutes of time, with your story. I'm just exhausted just thinking about that travel. How long was that trip?
It was over 6 months.
6 months.
We ended in the snow, so we began on the Rio Grande in the spring with the cactus flowering, and then we ended with the Blackfeet Indians, Native Americans, and they rode to the border with me, and it was snowing by then.
So many stories. Tracey, thanks so much for sharing a snippet of that.
You're welcome, Tim.
You find more in the book. Let's talk about the weather.